Hello everyone, this is YVR. Welcome to YVR Maths Tutorial. In this video, I am going to discuss an important topic, geometrical interpretation of indefinite integral. To understand this concept, you should know the meaning of antiderivative or indefinite integral. If you did not watch my earlier classes, follow the links from description cards. To understand the concept clearly, watch this video till the end. Let's begin this class without delay. In order to understand the geometrical meaning of an integral, let us consider a function f given by f of x is equal to minus 2x. What is the integration of this function? Clearly, integral f of x dx is equal to integral, here the function is minus 2x, integral minus 2x dx. Here minus 2 is constant, then what is the integration of x? The integration of x power n is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. By using that formula, integral of x can be written as x power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So the integration of the function is minus 2 into x square by 2 plus c. Here 2 to get cancelled, then the final function is minus x square plus c, where c is the constant of integral. We get different integrals for different values of c, but these integrals are geometrically similar. Let us now consider the family of curves given by y is equal to integral f of x dx or y is equal to minus x square plus c. Here clearly, y is equal to minus x square plus c represents a family of parabolas having its axis along y-axis. This concept already you learned in class 11th from conic section part. By assigning different values of c, we obtain different members of the family. So, I will assign some values for c. Here, you take any real number for c. First of all, I will take the value for c is 0. For c is equal to 0, what we will get the curve? The curve is y is equal to minus x square. So clearly, this curve is a parabola having vertex at origin. So I will draw a graph for this curve. Consider the coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis and point of intersection of coordinate axis origin. From the concept of parabola, the curve y is equal to minus x square will be downward open, which is passing through origin. So, this is the graph of y is equal to minus x square. So, the graph will be like this. So, this is the graph of y is equal to minus x square. Now, I will take one more c value. For c is equal to 1, what is the curve? For c is equal to 1, we get y is equal to minus x square plus 1, which is obtained by shifting the parabola y is equal to minus x square 1 unit in the positive direction of y-axis. So, the graph of y is equal to minus x square plus 1 will be like this. This is y is equal to minus x square plus 1. So here I take in the c value 0 and then positive value. Now I am going to take a negative value. So for c is equal to minus 1, what is the curve? For c is equal to minus 1, we get y is equal to minus x square minus 1, which is obtained by shifting the parabola y is equal to minus x square 1 unit in the negative direction of y-axis. Observe carefully students here. Negative direction of y-axis. So, the graph will be like this. So, which is the graph of y is equal to minus x square minus 1. Similarly, if we take any real number for c, the vertex of the parabola should be lies on y-axis only. So, observe the diagram. I will take one more c value. If I take c is equal to 2, then what is the curve? The curve is y is equal to minus x square plus 2. Observe the diagram. Y is equal to minus x square plus 2 is obtained by shifting the parabola y is equal to minus x square 2 units in the positive direction of y axis. So the graph will be like this, which is the graph of y is equal to minus x square plus 2 curve. Let us now consider the points of intersection of each of these parabolas with a line parallel to y axis. See, let x is equal to a, where a is positive, be a line parallel to y axis. Why I am taking a positive? If you want, you can take negative also. If you take a value negative, the line will intersect on negative x-axis, which will be parallel to y-axis. If you take a is positive, the line will be parallel to y-axis. It should be intersect on positive x-axis. See here, I am drawing the line x is equal to a, which is parallel to y-axis. So this is the line x is equal to a. Observe the diagram. The line x is equal to a intersecting all the parabolas. Suppose the line x is equal to a intersecting the parabola y is equal to minus x square at p0, y is equal to minus x square plus 1 at p1, y is equal to minus x square plus 2 at p2, and y is equal to minus x square minus 1 at p minus 1 respectively. Then at each of these points, the derivative of the curve is minus 2a. So at each of these points we have dy by dx is equal to minus 2a. That is, the slope of the tangents to the parabolas at p0, p1, p2 and p minus 1 are same. What we can say from this? That is, the tangents at p2, p1, p0, p minus 1 are parallel. Observe the diagram. I am drawing the tangents at point p2 and at point p1, at point p0 and at point p minus 1. If we observe all the tangents are parallel only. So from this explanation, what we can say? The indefinite integral of a function represents geometrically a family of curves having parallel tangents at their points of intersection with the lines orthogonal to the axis representing the variable of integration. So this is about the geometrical interpretation of indefinite integral. I hope you understand the concept clearly. Thank you for watching. If you like, subscribe now and share to your friends. Thank you.